Hey guys, it's Dima from DemoStack, and today we're dealing with a notificator script finally. If you remember, we did the check share stock price recently, so this script is pretty much an add-on for that one, and this one will send us the notifications. Currently it supports 3 notification types, and we can add more in the future really easy, and I'm going to show you everything and how to do that. Anyways, currently we support mail notifications, balloon notifications on the PC, and Telegram notifications, which I think is the best option right now. So let's jump in and do that. So guys, here we are on the computer and we are writing our notifications script. As always, I have a script already written on a different screen and we're going pretty much to write parts of it, and I'll explain what's going on, how to do that, pretty much everything. So let's begin by opening the parameters for our script. Basically, we'll just write param, open it like this. Now pretty much all the lines are the same, so I'm just going to write one and then we'll copy the rest. So that's pretty much the first line, and what we are going to do now is write the rest. I'll just copy them and explain all the lines. So here are all the lines. We have a parameters of switches. So basically if we choose something, it will be included, and if not, it won't. But there are 2 parameters that are a must, that we must include no matter what. Those parameters are the subject and the body. Now keep in mind that we don't really have to enter the body, because if we won't enter the body, it will just use the subject as the body as well, just for more convenience. Another thing to note is that each of those lines, except the last one, has a comma. The last line in the parameters don't need to have a comma. Keep that in mind. Now what we need to do is write our mail settings for the beginning. Now if you remember last time, I told you that you shouldn't use Gmail for that, because, how should I say this? Gmail, it has a lot of security and usually it won't work with SMTP or things like that just to send mails through PowerShell. So I did find something else. I did find a different server that it's easy to register, it's easy to use, and won't do any problems. At least as long as you don't enable two-step verification, keep that in mind. Once you enable two-step verification, I think it won't work well. But you can just create a backup mail and don't use two-step on that, and that's it, I guess. And if you didn't guess yet, we're talking about Outlook.com. So just go ahead, register a mail, or if you have one, you can use that one. And again, I forgot, we're going to languages and choose PowerShell here because we do want those things to look better for us. Anyways, what we need to do is basically use multiple parameters here. So as you can see, I created a mail from, SMTP server, mail pass, mail to, mail port, and for Telegram we'll have my token and chat ID. We will get to those soon. Regarding mail from, it's the from mail that you are going to send. It's the same mail that you will open on Outlook, for example. Again, if you have something else, it's good, but keep in mind that Gmail won't work for it. SMTP server is the server that will send the mail. So basically what the PowerShell will connect to in order to send that mail. In case of Outlook, smtp-mail.outlook.com. Mailpass is basically the password to your mailbox. Now I'm keeping it simple, that's why it's in plain text here. That's why again I recommend a different separate mailbox and not something that you use daily. Mail to, this is basically the mail that you want it to send to the notification. So basically that one can be your daily mail or whatever you use. In my case I use Gmail. Again, this is just an example here, but I use Gmail for example. Now mail port, that depends on your server. In case of Outlook.com, it will work with 587 and it will require SSL on the send mail command. We'll see it later. Now regarding Telegram, this is a tricky thing, and honestly, I'm not even going to bother to record again on how to create a bot. Basically, I already did that in the video that showed you how to control your PC with Google Assistant. And there I showed you how to add a Telegram bot, create a new bot, get its token, and also create a channel and chat ID. And basically that's exactly what you need to enter here. After pretty much we finish the script, I'll just add in this video that portion of that other video that will show you how to create the bot, get the token and the chat ID. So sorry guys, it's still the same process. It didn't get any easier or harder, and it will be in the end of this video in case you need it. Anyways, let's continue. Now basically what's going on, we need to put what happens if we choose the switch of mail, the switch of balloon, and the switch of Telegram. So let's start obviously with the mail. Now again, I'm trying to do that as sort of beautiful as I can, but you know, it's not always perfect. Anyways, we need to first of all take our password, the password that we wrote in plain text, and basically convert it into something secure that we can use in our command. So we'll do it pretty much like this. We'll create a sec password parameter, and basically it will convert to secure string. It will take our mail pass as plain text and just force as it needs. Next we need to combine the credentials with basically the mail from and the sec password that we just did. So basically it's something like this. We create a cred parameter, which is a new object of system management automation PS credentials, and it will take the mail from and the sec password. Basically that's exactly why we do need it as secure and not as plain text. And the next command is pretty much the favorite command, which you are seeing in the previous video actually as well, and we'll go through that, don't worry. Basically that's the send mail. So basically it's a send mail message, then we just take the from, again it will take the mail from that we used, SMTP server, which is the SMTP server that we claimed here again, which is the smtp-mail.outlook.com in this example, and I totally recommend using that one. Credentials, as we created the cred, we'll use that. Subject, we'll use obviously the subject, and body, again, if we didn't write anything, it will use again the subject, but that's automatically there. In this case, if we have a body, we'll use that one. Next, let's do like that. We have a to, so basically the mail to, this is again your daily mail, etc. And the port, in this case 587, and as I said, it needs to use SSL. And this thing, keep in mind, can change if you are using some different server, so keep that in mind. And it might sound funny, but we actually finished the hardest notification type in my opinion. The next one, it will look harder, but trust me, it's not. So I'm just going to copy it because, well, you'll understand in a moment why I'm copying it and not writing. It looks frightening, this whole thing. I know, it's something that I found online, nothing too special, and basically it will pop up a balloon, we'll see it in action soon, and this is the only thing that we might want to change. It does use the body and the subject, so keep that in mind. It will show you that in that balloon, but we can change for how long will it show that balloon, so keep that one in mind, that this one you can change. As far as I know, it's milliseconds or something less. I'm not even sure. I pretty much checked and that number worked for me okay. So if needed, just change that variable and that's it. And then we have the Telegram. Now again, as I said, the Telegram will use the my token and chat ID, and that in the end of this video you'll see how to get in case you don't know or don't yet have a bot. So let's copy the Telegram thing. Let's copy it here. And yeah, it looks a little bit scary, but it's pretty much straightforward. So if the Telegram switch is set, and if subject is not the body, we do want to send both of them. So in that case, message is subject, and invoke REST method, basically that will sort of initiate our API Telegram bot towards the token of that bot, and it will request it to send a message to the chat ID that we'll specify here, and the text of the message, which is currently the subject, in case that if is not as is, and the subject equals the body, the message should equal the body, as we said. And basically it will use here the body and not the subject. Just will set the message as the body and not the subject as it was here. I think we can actually just grab it outside the if, but I won't do it like that right now. Basically it works and that's it. The only thing left now is actually to try it. And that's exactly what we are going to do now. So in my case, the script is under C scripts and notificator.ps1, and if I'll press minus and press tab, nothing will happen. It won't find anything. And if we'll just run the script, we'll get this error. So as you can see, we are in a little bit of problem here. We cannot run that. So let's try something else. And honestly, I didn't really try it yet. We'll try to run it with an execution policy bypass. Something like that. And let's see what happens. And as you can see, it asks us for subject, and it will then ask us for nothing, pretty much, because it will fail, because we didn't specify anything. Not subject and not anything. I wonder if we'll hit here minus, it still won't show us. So, in this case, we'll just go ahead with it. Basically, we will just trigger all of them, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's trigger all of them. So, let's first write a subject, which will put test subject 1, and let's do the same for body, test body 1. Now, again, we want to trigger all of them, so let's trigger all of them. Now, the switch order shouldn't matter to us, but let's see, we shouldn't pretty much see here anything once we run, except the balloon. So, are you ready for this? Because I'm not fully sure if it will work, but let's try. Okay, I can tell you that I did receive a Telegram message, and I can tell you that a mail just arrived as well, but we didn't see the balloon. And the reason for that is actually because my computer is set to sort of do not disturb or something. Let me try to actually take it out and then we'll try again. Okay, so pretty much we do know that all of the rest works. I mean, Telegram and mail. I will show you the Telegram message and the mail in a second, but just for now, let's do that again, but this time we'll run it only for the balloon. I don't want to trigger too many notifications, so just the balloon. Let's see if it will work right now. Here it is, test subject, test body, and basically it should, in about, I think, 10 seconds or so, yeah, that's it. It will go away. Now, keep in mind, you should still be able to see it here. So, as you can see, this is my mail, and I did receive it. Here's the test subject, and here's the test body. So, it works really well, no issues here. And let me show you the same on Telegram. As you can see, this is the chat with my bot. And actually, here's the price drop alert script, which actually, according to my time, should run in about 42 minutes. Anyways, this is the test subject 1 and test body 1. And if I would just write the subject, it would just send me the subject as the body, and that's it. So, now that you've seen the whole script, the thing is that we can add in the future more things. So basically, if we have something new, let's say we, I don't know, create some Facebook bot or something. Honestly, I don't know if it's possible even to do that, but in case it is, we'll have to pretty much add another switch here and write Facebook. So basically, same thing. And basically do the same if and the commands in order to send as that Facebook bot. And that was just an idea, but now that I think of it, I wonder if I can actually try and do that. What do you say, guys? You want me to see if we can create a Facebook bot? Maybe it's something that we should explore. If it's not something too hard, we might do a video on that one as well. But for now, you have 3 options, and if you have some other request on some other type of notification to check, feel free to ask me. And before this video is finished, I will add in this video, as I said, the part from the how to control your PC with the Google Assistant. I'll add the part where it shows you how to create a Telegram bot and how to get the chat ID and the token. After some thoughts, I decided I'm going to create just a new bot and show you how to do that. So what we need to do is go to our Telegram. You can do that on your web and you can do that on your phone. It doesn't really matter today, which did matter back in the days. So you need to go to the search and search for BotFather. Go to it. Basically, you need to start a chat with it. It should give you automatically this whole thing, but if not, I'm really guessing, but okay, yeah, if you'll write / in the messages, you'll pretty much get all the commands this thing has. Basically, what you need to do now is to create a new bot. You just choose that, or just write it. Alright, a new bot. How are we going to call it? Please choose a name for your bot. So let's just put something. It's a temporary bot, I'm going to delete it later. Let's call it DemoStamp. Hit enter. Good. Now let's choose a username for your bot. It must end in bot. Like this. For example, Tetris bot or Tetris_bot. So I'm guessing we pretty much can do it something like this. Done. Okay, and here's something that we really need to actually write down somewhere securely. So, done. Congratulations, your new bot. You'll find it at tDemoStamp_bot, so you can pretty much chat with it. Here is our token ID. Just in case that somehow it does matter, I'm going to blur that. Sorry about that, but you'll see here a long ID with numbers, letters, and things like that. And as it says, keep your token secure and store it safely. It can be used by anyone to control your bot. Basically, you have here a description of API and everything. I'm not going to go through all of it. We're just going to copy our token. So this thing, just copy that. And what we're going to do now is basically chat with our bot. So we're just going to send it some hi or anything. So just press here, or you can just try to find it. I'm not really sure if it will find it, but just press on that. Again, you can configure many things like you've seen, about, description, picture profile, things like that. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to, let's see if I'll do something like this. I don't think it has anything. Let's just write hi. That's it. That's good enough. We just need to initiate anything with that bot. Now, here's the thing. We need to go to a specific URL. So let's open a new tab. Okay, and on that new tab, we're going to go to this thing. https://api.telegram.org/bot, and instead of the ID, we're going to paste that ID that we copied before and /get updates. So let's put that ID now instead where it writes ID, something like that. So it seems like this link works after we started to enter to it first time, and only then we should go to our bot and send something. So just if we'll do hi again now, you know what, let's do it hi 1 2 3 4 just for easier finding now, and send it. And if we'll refresh that, you can see everything is here. So basically, if I'll search, here's my text, here's that's the date and everything. Basically what I'm after is that, the chat ID. That's what I need. So we are going to copy that as well. If we will pretty much go to our notificator, I'm not going to modify my notificator basically. I'll just grab the PowerShell link and you'll see what I'm going to do right now. So basically I'm going to PowerShell and let's create a variable message hello world, exactly as we had on our notificator. Hit enter, and I'm going to create another variable that is called my token with the API token that we got from the BotFather when we created the bot, and also the chat ID variable where we will put the chat ID that we just found right now. That's it. And right now I'm just going to try and send the command. So basically we are going to use that thing. Let's see if that will work. It says true, and I did receive something. Let's go to our bot again. And here it is. We actually received the hello world here. So basically, that's how you do that. Thank you for watching this DemosTech episode. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell so you won't miss any future video. And I'll see you on the next one.